Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Mastery Hub. Today, we will talk about something very interesting. We will discover why English became the most powerful language in the world. Have you ever asked yourself, why is English the global language? Many languages were powerful before: Latin, Greek, Arabic, and French. But today, English is the most important. This is not just about history. It is about power, business, Hollywood, and the internet. English is everywhere. By the end of this lesson, you will understand why English became so important. You will also see why it will continue to grow in the future. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's begin this amazing journey. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you love learning English with fun and interesting stories. Are you ready? Let's dive in. English was not always an important language. A long time ago, it was only spoken by small groups of people in England. These people were part of different tribes. They lived in small villages and had simple lives. They did not know that their language would one day be spoken all over the world. At that time, there were many other powerful languages. Latin was the language of the Roman Empire. It was used in government, schools, and books. People who wanted to study or do business in Europe had to learn Latin. Greek was another important language. Many famous philosophers, scientists, and writers used Greek. In the Middle East and North Africa, Arabic was very powerful. It was the language of science, medicine, and trade. Many great discoveries were written in Arabic. English, on the other hand, was not used for science, business, or education. It was only spoken by people in England. Most of the world did not know about English. It was not an international language. It was just a local language, used by farmers, traders, and soldiers in England. But something started to change. England was a small country, but it was growing stronger. It had a powerful navy and brave explorers. English traders started traveling to different parts of the world. They needed to talk to people from different countries. Slowly, English started to spread. One of the biggest reasons English grew was because of trade. England became a major trading country. English merchants traveled to other lands to buy and sell goods. They traded with people from Africa, Asia, and Europe. Over time, English became an important language for business. Many people learned English to communicate with English traders. Another reason for the spread of English was colonization. England began to take control of many lands around the world. It established colonies in America, India, Australia, and parts of Africa. In these colonies, English was used in government, law, and education. Even after these countries became independent, many continued to use English because it was already part of their systems. The spread of English was not always peaceful. Many people were forced to learn it because of colonization. In some countries, local languages were pushed aside. English became the language of power. People had to use English to get jobs and education. Despite this, English became more and more popular. Over time, people began to see English as a useful language. It was a language that connected people from different countries. It allowed them to do business, study, and share ideas. One of the reasons English continued to grow was because of technology. During the Industrial Revolution, England was one of the most advanced countries in the world. Many important inventions were made by English-speaking scientists and engineers. These inventions changed the world. People who wanted to learn about new technology had to learn English. Another big change came with the rise of the United States. After World War II, the U.S. became one of the most powerful countries in the world. It was strong in business, technology, and entertainment. American movies, music, and television shows became popular in many countries. People around the world started learning English because they wanted to understand American culture. The Internet also helped English grow. The first websites were mostly in English. Many of the biggest technology companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple were created in English-speaking countries. Today, more than half of the content on the Internet is in English. If people want to use the Internet for learning, business, or social media, knowing English is very helpful. English also became the main language for science and education. Many of the world's top universities teach in English. Most scientific research is written in English. Doctors, engineers, and scientists from different countries use English to share their ideas. Today, English is spoken by more than 1.5 billion people. It is used in more than 70 countries as an official language. People use English in airports, hotels, international businesses, and universities. It has become the global language of communication. But will English always be the most powerful language? Some people think that another language, like Chinese or Spanish, could replace it. Chinese is the most spoken language in the world, and Spain and Latin America have many Spanish speakers. However, English continues to grow because it is the language of business, technology, and science. Learning English can open many doors. It helps people get better jobs, travel easily, and connect with others around the world. It is a language of opportunity. English started as a small language spoken by a few tribes, but over time, it grew and spread across the world. Wars, trade, colonization, technology, and entertainment all helped English become the global language it is today. Its journey is not over yet. English continues to evolve and influence the world in new ways every day. In the 1600s, England was not the biggest or most powerful country in the world. Many other nations were strong, like Spain, France, and Portugal. These countries had already traveled across the world, making colonies in South America, Africa, and Asia. But England had a plan. It wanted to become a global power. England had a strong navy, and its ships traveled across the oceans. English explorers and traders went to new lands, looking for gold, spices, and other valuable goods. As England grew stronger, it started taking control of different parts of the world. This was the beginning of the British Empire. The British Empire was not just one country. It was a collection of many lands controlled by Britain. At its height, the British Empire ruled over a quarter of the world's land and people. It was the biggest empire in history. The British ruled countries in North America, Africa, Asia, and Australia, and with them, they brought the English language. In India, for example, the British took control and ruled for nearly 200 years. India had hundreds of local languages, but the British introduced English as the language of government, business, and education. Even after India became independent, English remained an important language because it was already part of the country's system. The same thing happened in many African countries. The British ruled places like Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa. In these countries, English was used in schools, courts, and official documents. Today, many of these nations still use English as an official language, even though they have their own local languages. Australia and Canada were also influenced by the British. These countries were once British colonies, and English became their main language. Over time, English-speaking settlers built schools, businesses, and governments in English. That is why today, English is the first language of millions of people in Australia, Canada, and many other places. Even in America, the British played a big role in spreading English. The British established colonies on the east coast of what is now the United States. Over time, these colonies grew, and English became the main language. Even though America fought for independence from Britain in 1776, the English language remained. Today, the United States is one of the biggest reasons English is a global language. One of the reasons English continued to grow after the British Empire was its strong foundation. The British created systems that depended on English. Schools taught in English. Governments used English in laws and official documents. Business contracts were written in English. Even when countries gained independence, many kept using English because it was already part of their systems. Another reason English remained strong was because of education. The British built many universities in their colonies, and these schools used English as the main language. People who wanted good jobs or a better education had to learn English. This created a generation of English speakers, even in countries where English was not the first language. At this time, English was spreading, but it was not yet the most powerful language in the world. There were still other strong languages like French, Spanish, and Chinese. The British Empire gave English a strong push, but something even bigger was coming, something that would make English truly global. After the British Empire, another country would rise to power. This country would change business, science, and culture forever. It would make English the most important language in the world. That country was the United States of America. With the rise of the United States, English moved beyond being just the language of an empire. It became the language of movies, music, technology, and business. The British Empire spread English around the world, but America made it the world's language. But before we talk about America's rise, let's think about the impact of the British Empire. Even today, in countries like India, Nigeria, and South Africa, people use English for work and education. Many of the world's best universities are in English-speaking countries, and people from all over the world go there to study. If the British had not spread English, would it still be the global language today? Maybe another language would have taken its place. But history shows us that English had the right conditions to grow. The British Empire gave English its first big push, and that push helped it become one of the most spoken languages in the world. Even though the British Empire no longer exists, its influence can still be seen today. English continues to connect people from different countries, and it is still the main language of international communication. The world has changed a lot since the 1600s, but one thing has remained the same. English is still growing. Let's jump ahead to a very important time in history, World War II. During this time, many of the world's biggest powers were destroyed. Countries like Germany, France, and Japan were left in ruins after the war. They had lost soldiers, factories, and resources. But out of this chaos, one country became stronger than ever before: the United States of America. The United States had not been as affected by the war. It was far away from the fighting, and it had a strong economy. While other countries were struggling to rebuild, America was growing quickly. This was the start of a new era for the U.S. and the world. America was now the leader in business, science, and technology. And what language did the United States use? English. Because of the power and success of the U.S., English began to grow more and more important. This was the second wave of English becoming the dominant language in the world. It wasn't just the language of Britain anymore. Now English was the language of global leadership. After World War II, the U.S. economy grew very quickly. The United States became the leader in business. American companies like General Motors, Ford, and Coca-Cola started selling products around the world. These companies needed workers who could speak English. People from other countries began to learn English to get jobs with these American companies. American businesses also made big changes in the world of finance and trade. The U.S. dollar became the main currency used for global trade. If countries wanted to buy or sell things internationally, they had to use U.S. dollars. As a result, English became the language used in international business. Another big reason why English became more important after World War II was the power of Hollywood. Hollywood is the movie industry in the United States. After the war, American movies became very popular around the world. Movies like Gone with the Wind, The Godfather, and Star Wars were watched by people in many countries. As people watched these movies, they started to hear and understand English. Many people wanted to know the language better so they could understand their favorite movies and TV shows without reading subtitles. This was another reason why English grew in importance. It wasn't just a language for business, it was the language of entertainment and fun. During the same time, the U.S. also became the leader in technology. American companies invented the first computers, created new ways of communicating, and even helped build the Internet. The Internet was a big change. It allowed people to connect with others from all over the world. But the Internet was mostly created in English. The first websites were in English, and many of the biggest Internet companies, like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, are based in the United States. As more people used the Internet, English became the language that many people needed to know. To use the Internet effectively, it was important to understand English. The United States also became home to many of the world's top universities. Schools like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford became famous for their education and research. Students from all over the world traveled to the U.S. to study. These students had to learn English to attend classes and understand their lessons. Moreover, most scientific research was published in English. If scientists wanted to share their discoveries with others, they had to write papers in English. This helped make English the language of knowledge and progress. Students and researchers all over the world needed to learn English to succeed in their fields. During and after World War II, the United States became a global leader in politics. The U.S. played a big role in forming organizations like the United Nations, which helps countries work together. The U.S. also helped rebuild countries that had been destroyed by the war. As the leader of the free world, the United States used English to communicate with other countries. It became the language of diplomacy, meaning that governments needed to speak English to have important discussions about peace, trade, and safety. As the U.S. grew more powerful, so did the importance of the English language. Along with business, science, and technology, American culture also spread around the world. The U.S. became known for its music, movies, food, and fashion. Brands like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Nike became popular in many countries. People all over the world wanted to be a part of American culture. They listened to American music, watched American movies, and wore American clothes. To enjoy all of this, people had to learn English. The U.S. had become a global cultural force, and English was the key to understanding that culture. As the U.S. continued to grow in power, English became the common language for global communication. In airports, at international business meetings, in schools, and on the internet, English was often the language used. People in different countries needed to know English to talk to each other. For example, when two people from different countries meet for a business deal, they often use English as the common language. Even if neither person speaks English as their first language, English is the language they use to communicate. This is why English became known as a global language. After World War II, the United States rose to become the leader of the world in business, technology, science, and culture. As the U.S. grew stronger, so did the importance of the English language. American companies, movies, and culture spread across the globe, and more people around the world started to learn English. Today, English is still the dominant language in many areas: business, technology, science, entertainment, and global communication. As long as the U.S. remains a global leader, English will continue to grow and influence the world. So, if you want to be a part of this global world, learning English is a key step. English is not just a language. It is a gateway to many opportunities in business, education, culture, and communication. And with the continued rise of the United States, English will remain the language that connects us all. English became the global language for many reasons, but one of the biggest is business. Today, companies and banks around the world use English to communicate. If you want to work for a big company, travel for business, or do international trade, English is very important. After World War II, the United States became the world's strongest economy. Many American companies expanded to different countries. Brands like Coca-Cola, Ford, and McDonald's became famous everywhere. These companies used English, and because they were successful, English became the main language of global business. The U.S. dollar also became the most powerful currency in the world. Even in countries that do not use dollars, businesses trade using U.S. dollars. Many international contracts and financial deals are written in English because the world economy depends on the U.S. dollar. International banking also uses English. Large banks in New York, London, and Hong Kong handle money from all over the world. These banks require their employees to speak English because they deal with clients from different countries. If you want to work in banking or finance, knowing English is a big advantage. Many companies now require employees to speak English. Even if a company is based in Japan, Germany, or Brazil, they might still use English for communication. This is because they work with people from other countries. Some companies even have English-only policies, meaning that employees must use English in emails, meetings, and reports. If you want to work for a global company, English is almost necessary. It helps you get better job opportunities, higher salaries, and more career options. Many students learn English because they know it will help them find a good job in the future. Business meetings, contracts, and negotiations are also done in English. Imagine two companies, one from China and one from France. trying to make a business deal. They do not speak each other's languages, so they use English. This happens every day in international business. English is also the language of startups and technology companies. If you want to work in tech, you need to understand English. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple all use English as their main language. Many of the world's best programmers, engineers, and designers speak English because it helps them work with teams from different countries. Even in tourism and customer service, English is important. Many hotels, airlines, and restaurants hire people who speak English because they serve international customers. If you can speak English, you can work in different countries and communicate with people from all over the world. Today, business is more international than ever. Companies do not just sell products in one country, they sell products everywhere. This means they need a language that everyone understands. English became that language. Learning English can change your life. It gives you more job opportunities, helps you earn a higher salary, and allows you to work in different countries. If you want a successful career, English is one of the most powerful skills you can have. As the world becomes more connected, English will continue to be the language of business. If you are learning English now, you are preparing for a brighter future. Hollywood and pop culture have helped spread English all over the world. People love movies, music, and TV shows, and many of the most popular ones come from the United States. Hollywood is the biggest movie industry in the world. Famous movies like Titanic, Avengers, and Harry Potter have been watched by millions of people. Even in countries where English is not the main language, people watch these movies in English with subtitles. This helps them hear and understand English naturally. American music is also very popular. Artists like Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, and Ed Sheeran have fans all over the world. Many people learn English words and phrases from songs. Even if they don't speak English fluently, they can still sing along to their favorite music. TV shows have also played a big role. American shows like Friends, Game of Thrones, and Stranger Things have fans in almost every country. People enjoy these shows and hear English every day. This helps them learn new words and phrases without even trying. Music is especially powerful for learning English. Have you ever noticed that people can sing English lyrics even if they don't understand the language? That's because music makes learning easier. The rhythm and repetition help people remember words. Social media and streaming services have made English entertainment even more popular. Platforms like YouTube, Netflix, and Spotify allow people to watch and listen to content from anywhere. Many YouTubers and influencers speak English, and their videos are watched by millions. Even fashion and lifestyle trends come from American pop culture. People around the world follow English-speaking celebrities and copy their style. They read interviews, watch award shows, and follow social media posts, all in English. Many English words have entered other languages because of pop culture. Words like cool, selfie, and hashtag are used in many countries. This shows how powerful English has become through movies, music, and TV. Learning English through entertainment is fun and effective. You don't need a classroom or a textbook. Just watching your favorite movies or listening to your favorite songs can help you improve your English skills. Hollywood and pop culture will continue to influence the world. As long as people love movies, music, and TV shows, English will remain a global language. If you enjoy entertainment, You can use it to learn English in a natural and exciting way. The internet and technology have made English even more powerful. Today, we live in a digital world. Almost everything we do, reading news, watching videos, using apps, or searching for information, happens online. And guess what? Most of the internet is in English. The first websites were created in English. When the internet started, English-speaking countries like the United States were leading in technology. Because of this, English became the main language of the internet. Even now, more than 50% of internet content is in English. This means that if you want to access the best information, English is the key. Big tech companies also use English. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple operate in English. Their websites, products, and customer support are mostly in English. If you work in technology or use digital tools, you will see English everywhere. Think about social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube use English as their main language. Of course, they support other languages, but many global trends, hashtags, and viral videos start in English. If you want to stay updated with the latest news, knowing English helps. Many programming languages are based on English. If you want to learn coding, English is very important. Words like if-else, function, and variable are used in almost every programming language. This makes English the language of software development. Online learning is also in English. There are thousands of free courses and tutorials on websites like YouTube, Coursera, and Udemy. Many of the best educational materials are in English. If you want to study business, science, or technology, you will find more resources in English than in any other language. Even everyday technology uses English. Think about the apps on your phone. Most of them have English settings. Virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant work best in English. Many popular video games also have English as their main language. English helps people connect across the world. If you chat with people in online forums, join international communities, or play multiplayer games, you will notice that most people communicate in English. It has become the common language of the digital age. The internet and technology will continue to grow, and English will remain the dominant language. If you want to take full advantage of the digital world, learning English is one of the best things you can do. Whether you are watching videos, learning new skills, or working in tech, English will help you succeed. Science and innovation have helped English become the world's most important language. Today, scientists, doctors, and engineers from different countries need a common language to share their knowledge. That language is English. Most scientific research is published in English. If a scientist makes a new discovery, they write about it in English. This allows researchers from different countries to read and understand the information. Whether it's about medicine, space, or technology, English is the language of science. Top universities teach in English. The best universities in the world, Harvard, Oxford, MIT, Cambridge, offer courses in English. Even universities in non-English speaking countries often teach science and business programs in English. If you want to study at a top university, English is necessary. Medical professionals use English to collaborate worldwide. Doctors, nurses, and researchers need to communicate with experts from other countries. Medical books, research papers, and conferences are mostly in English. If a new medicine or treatment is discovered, It is shared in English so that the whole world can benefit. Engineers and technology experts also use English. When creating new machines, software, or infrastructure, people from different countries must work together. They use English as their common language. International conferences are held in English. Scientists and innovators present their ideas at global events. If you want to share your research or learn from experts, English will help you understand and participate. Many scientific terms come from English. Words like gravity, virus, electricity, computer, and robot are used in every language. This makes English an important tool for learning and working in science. If you dream of working in medicine, engineering, or technology, learning English will give you more opportunities. You can study at the best universities, read the latest research, and connect with experts worldwide. Science and innovation are shaping the future, and English is at the center of it all. If you want to be part of that future, mastering English is a smart choice. English is the language of politics and military power. Around the world, governments and leaders use English to communicate, make agreements, and solve global problems. The United Nations, UN, uses English as one of its main languages. Leaders from different countries meet to discuss world issues like peace, climate change, and human rights. Even though the UN has several official languages, English is the most commonly used in meetings, reports, and speeches. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also uses English. NATO is a military alliance of many countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Canada. When military leaders from different countries work together, they use English to plan missions and share important information. International summits and political meetings are often held in English. Leaders from different parts of the world meet to discuss trade, security, and diplomacy. Since they speak different languages, they use English as a common language to communicate clearly. Military agreements and global policies are written in English. Countries sign treaties, trade agreements, and security pacts in English so that all parties can understand the terms. Even if a country has its own language, English is often used for official documents. Even leaders from non-English speaking countries must use English to be heard on the world stage. If a president or prime minister wants to give an international speech, they often speak in English. This helps them reach a larger audience and ensures that their message is understood by people around the world. The United States plays a major role in global politics and military power. Because of this, many countries learn English to maintain strong relationships with the U.S. government. English is used in diplomatic conversations, military training, and international relations. Global news is mostly in English. If something important happens in the world, major news channels like BBC, CNN, and Reuters report it in English. Political leaders and military officials need to understand English to stay informed about global events. In times of crisis, English is essential. Whether it's a war, a peace agreement, or an emergency response, leaders, diplomats, and military forces use English to coordinate their efforts. If you want to work in politics, diplomacy, or international organizations, learning English is a big advantage. It will help you understand global news, communicate with people from different countries, and participate in important discussions. Politics and military power shape the world, and English is the key language used to lead and make decisions. Learning English can open doors to a career in international relations and help you understand the world better. Many people wonder if English will always be the global language. Will another language become more important in the future? Could technology change the way we communicate? These are interesting questions. Let's explore some possibilities. Mandarin Chinese is the most spoken language in the world by native speakers. China has a huge population, and its economy is growing fast. However, Mandarin is a difficult language to learn. It has thousands of characters, and its tones change the meaning of words. Because of this, many people outside China find it hard to learn. Even in China, English is widely used for business, trade, and international communication. Spanish is another strong language. It is spoken in many countries, including Spain, Mexico, and almost all of South America. Spanish is easier to learn than Mandarin, and millions of people speak it as a second language. However, Spanish does not dominate science, technology, or global business. English is still the main language in these areas. What about technology? AI translation tools like Google Translate are improving every year. Some people believe that in the future everyone will speak their own language and AI will translate instantly. While this sounds amazing, it still has problems. Translations are not always perfect. They miss cultural meanings and emotions. Also, human communication is more than just words. It includes tone, expressions, and gestures. This is why people still need a common language to connect. English continues to grow. Over 1.5 billion people are learning English worldwide. Schools, businesses, and governments invest in English education. The internet, movies, and international events all use English. As technology advances, English remains the foundation of global communication. English is also flexible. It borrows words from other languages, making it easier for people to learn. It adapts to changes in culture, business, and technology. This ability to evolve makes English strong. Even if another language grows in popularity, English will not disappear. It has already built a deep connection with the world. The more people use it, the stronger it becomes. So, will English always be the global language? No one knows for sure. But right now, English is not just surviving, it is expanding. As long as people continue to study and use English, it will remain the key to international communication. Learning English is one of the best decisions you can make. It can change your life in many ways. English is not just a language, it is a tool for success. It helps you in your career, travel, education, and even personal growth. It gives you access to better jobs, more opportunities, and a brighter future. If you speak English, you can apply for jobs in international companies. Many businesses prefer employees who can communicate in English. High-paying careers in technology, medicine, and finance often require English skills. Even in local businesses, knowing English makes you stand out. It shows that you are smart, capable, and ready to work with people from different backgrounds. Traveling becomes easier when you know English. Most airports, hotels, and tourist places use English for communication. If you visit another country, English helps you ask for directions, order food, and talk to locals. Many travel guides and signs are in English, making it simple to explore new places with confidence. Education and learning become unlimited when you know English. The world's top universities teach in English. If you dream of studying at Harvard, Oxford, or MIT, English is necessary. Even if you don't study abroad, English allows you to learn anything online. Most free courses, research papers, and books are in English. You can study science, business, technology, or art from the best teachers in the world. English connects you with people from different countries. Social media, online forums, and international events all use English. If you want to make friends, join discussions, or work on global projects, English is the key. It also helps you understand different cultures and perspectives. Learning English makes you more open-minded and aware of the world. Confidence grows when you learn English. At first, speaking a new language can feel difficult. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Mistakes are normal, and every mistake helps you improve. Speaking English allows you to share your ideas, express yourself, and communicate with others. Entertainment becomes more enjoyable when you know English. Hollywood movies, Netflix series, and popular songs are mostly in English. When you understand English, you don't need subtitles. You can enjoy the original content and understand jokes, expressions, and cultural meanings. Gaming, podcasts, and social media also have a lot of English content. If you follow your favorite celebrities or influencers, English helps you stay updated. English is a tool for success in every part of life. It helps you get better jobs, travel easily, learn more, and connect with people. The world is becoming more connected, and English is the common language. If you want to be part of this global community, learning English is the best step you can take. The journey of learning English may feel challenging at times, but the rewards are worth it. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember that every small step brings you closer to fluency. English is not just a language, it is a bridge to a world full of opportunities. Confidence and freedom. When you speak English, you have the ability to connect with people from all over the world. Imagine being able to communicate with anyone, no matter where they are from or what language they speak. English breaks down barriers and helps you build connections, whether you're traveling, working, or making new friends. Speaking English gives you the confidence to express yourself clearly. No longer will you feel shy or unsure when you are in a group of people who speak English. Instead, you'll be able to join conversations, share your ideas, and be understood by others. This confidence is important in both personal and professional settings. It allows you to speak up, ask questions, and participate without feeling out of place. Imagine traveling to a foreign country where English is widely spoken. Whether you're visiting a famous tourist spot, asking for directions, or shopping at a local store, knowing English makes everything easier. It's the universal language for travelers. Airports, hotels, and tourist attractions around the world use English to communicate with people from different countries. You won't need to worry about getting lost or misunderstanding signs. English allows you to travel with ease, making your adventures more enjoyable and stress-free. At work, speaking English opens up more opportunities. Many companies, especially international businesses, require employees who can communicate in English. If you know English, you can apply for jobs with companies around the world. You'll be able to work with people from different cultures, build stronger relationships, and contribute more effectively to global teams. English helps you take your career to the next level by making you more competitive and increasing your chances of success. Speaking English also gives you the freedom to learn and grow. There is so much knowledge available in English. The best books, educational resources, and online courses are in English. By knowing this language, you have access to unlimited learning. Whether you want to study a new subject, develop new skills, or stay updated with the latest trends, English is the key. It allows you to explore the world's knowledge and become a lifelong learner. Furthermore, knowing English helps you understand different cultures and perspectives. English is spoken in many countries, and each of these countries has its own unique culture, history, and way of life. By learning English, you can better understand these cultures, make friends from different parts of the world, and gain new insights. It makes you more open-minded and helps you appreciate the diversity of the world around you. One of the most important aspects of speaking English is the freedom it provides. It gives you the freedom to connect with anyone, anywhere. Whether you're meeting someone from another country, traveling to a new place, or working on an international project, English allows you to break down language barriers. You can be part of global conversations, share your ideas with the world, and learn from others without limitations. If you dream of visiting new places, meeting interesting people, or working for a global company, English is the language that will make those dreams a reality. It is not just a skill, it's a passport to a world full of opportunities. By learning English, you gain the confidence and freedom to live the life you've always imagined. The journey to fluency might be challenging at times, but remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goal. With practice, you will gain the confidence to speak English freely and comfortably. Soon, you will find that English opens up more doors than you ever imagined. So don't be afraid to take that first step. Speak with confidence and watch how English transforms your life. Final thoughts. Your English journey starts now. The rise of English was not just an accident. It happened because of many important factors like history, power, business, and technology. Today, English is the global language, and it will continue to shape the future, including your future. So, what can you do today to start your journey toward fluency? It's simple. Begin practicing English every day. The more you practice, the better you will become. Start with reading in English. Choose easy books or articles that interest you. If you don't understand a word, don't worry. Look it up and keep going. With time, your vocabulary will grow. Next, listen to English as much as you can. Watch movies, TV shows, or listen to podcasts in English. Even if you don't understand everything, you'll start getting used to the sounds and rhythm of the language. This will help improve your listening skills and make it easier for you to understand native speakers. Speaking is another important part of learning English. Find people to practice speaking with. You can talk to friends, join online language groups, or even practice speaking to yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes while learning, and each mistake is just a step toward becoming better. Writing in English is also very important. Start by writing simple sentences. You can write about your day, your hobbies, or anything that interests you. As you write more, you will get better at expressing your thoughts clearly. Remember, the key to learning English is to practice every day. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are a normal part of the learning process, and they help you improve. Every mistake is a lesson that brings you closer to fluency. So keep going. Another great way to improve your English is to immerse yourself in the language. Watch movies, listen to music, or have conversations in English. This helps you get used to how English is used in real life. The more you surround yourself with English, the more comfortable you will feel with it. But most importantly, don't give up. Learning a new language can be hard, but with patience and determination, you will get there. I believe in you, and I know you can achieve fluency. If you found this lesson helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends who are also learning English, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun and helpful lessons. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what's one reason you want to learn English? I want to know your story. All right, my friends, that's it for today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep growing. You're on an amazing journey to learning English, and I can't wait to see how far you go. See you in the next lesson.